Hey everybody, it's Vladis. Happy, what day is it? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome. Um, so I didn't stream yesterday, nor did I stream the day before. Um, Very simple reason. My wife was overwhelmed, and I was like, "Hey, you've been helping me out a ton." I could have streamed yesterday actually, but we just actually sat down and watched anime for a good amount of time, so it was pretty fun. And we just kind of, relaxed and hung out. Um, but yeah, for the most part, that's basically what's been going on. Let me see. Sports fishing near where? Wrecked Isle dysfunction is crazy, man. Have you tried it? I the wrecked Isle, is that like near Carfin, or like where is that? Just curiously. Um, but no, I've been doing okay. I've been doing pretty good. No complaints. Um, I've been trying to sports fish. I was actually over 10 gold. And I was gonna buy my thing, but I was like, you know what? There's like a lot of stuff I need to start doing storage wise. I need to start making more copper ingots, more zinc ingots. So I kind of spent a lot of that time kind of doing that. And so I have some shit cooking right now since I've been just like gathering a ton. And yeah, you know. Um oh, erectile dysfunction. Thank you. Dude, yeah. No, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Speaking of erectile dysfunction, no, sure. It's been one of those days, right? It's been one of those days. Um, no, I hope everybody's been having a great week. Honestly, like, there's been a lot of stuff going on. Got to work on that city rep. Yeah, I've been. So let me kind of show you. Like, so I'm like almost 20,000. I'm like 19,000 into my 30,000 liege, um, which, then I can become a noble. But I'm like, I did not grind as much as I should have in the very beginning. Like, and I'll tell any one of you, like, the next wipe, doing your crates and doing the mayoral commissions and doing your buy orders, like, literally has to be your first priority as a gamer. Like, it benefits you so much to get to aristocrat as early as possible. But I'll tell you why I failed. I don't have time. I'm just fucking honest. I don't fucking have time. But if you have the time, if you have the focus, and if you have the willpower to log yourself in every day, then I would definitely tell you to, you know, to try your best to get, go to the requisition agent and do as many of these things as possible. Oh shit. We got, oh, fucking Western Larch. Are you serious? It's like the one tree I never fucking chop. Ugh. And you see how fast they're going? This one probably came up. And this is like a tier 1, right? So something as super simple as basalt and then Western Larch. So for me, what I can probably do is actually go, oh, I actually have a lot already. I can probably sell this basalt actually on the marketplace, because since people are here, they're probably going to be wanting to upgrade their, Jesus Christ, man. Where is this dude? Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I just got the regular basalt. Okay, so what is just basalt going for? Like common basalt, because I'm pretty sure now, because of the buy orders, 50 silver. because I don't really give a shit. I'll put it up for like 55. And these will sell. Like I'm telling you, they will literally sell. Wait, did I just put one? I did, like an idiot. Sorry, I was trying to get all this tedious shit out of the way first. But, you know, I gotta kind of play hard when I'm talking to you guys too. You gotta bear with me a little bit, alright? There we go. Is the video vertical only for me? No, so you're probably watching the shorts feed. If you want to watch, like, there's another feed like on my channel. And so if you want to, I have two streams going. I have one for YouTube Shorts and another one for, you know, regular YouTube viewing. So if you're watching the regular YouTube one, then you'll see it all the way it usually is. But if you're looking at just the vertical, then you're watching the wrong one. Let me just double check real quick on YouTube to make sure it's coming out right. Wait, why is it there? Interesting. I gotta look at that. That shouldn't be happening. Here, 1 second. Yeah, I apologize, guys. It should... I don't know if I have to do shorts. I'll also put it in the title. Because YouTube's supposed to recognize it and send it to the shorts feed, but apparently it's not doing it for this one, which is so odd. Like, why is it not doing that? Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know if it will this time around or not, but there we go. Sorry, guys. You and Roar going live at the same time again? Oh shit. Well, I didn't really plan it. I was just, you know, me and my wife just finished eating, putting the kids down, and I was like, babe, I got to stream today. I was like, I didn't stream for the past 2 days. And she's like, yeah, I know. It's okay. Go. So it is what it is. I mean, I don't care if you want to go watch Roar, by all means. Really all this stream is going to be is me yapping about the whole ban list, how I think people are going to be disappointed by it, how I wouldn't really get too, you know, just caught, you know, hoping and praying for certain things. You know, just let it, when it comes out, just let it come out, and, you know, we'll see what they do. But I personally think, in all honesty, like, I think what's really going to happen is that there's not going to be as many accounts that are permabanned as much as people want. That to me is, I think, going to be the main crux of it all. Because even the last time when Steven did this whole like spiel on the Alpha 2 News, and it was like this long speech, and I covered it on my channel, the amount of people that were banned, which I say that in quotes because they weren't banned, they were suspended. I think there was only, I think, 3 accounts that were perma-banned for like racial slurs. And I remember, if you guys remember Walmart Lover, you know, like shenanigans from Alpha or phase 1 and 2. I think this was like, I think this is phase 2, to be honest. Then yes, like you'll remember certain things, but people weren't happy then either, right? And because people felt like there should have been more, and including myself, I wanted to be more heavy-handed, because that light approach only beckoned the practice of it to be done more. And I personally just don't want it to be that way. I want people to have the fear of God in them, and without the fear of God in them, they're going just to keep doing it willy-nilly, which that's what we've seen. You know, we've seen this, and I don't think it's good for the game. I don't think it's good for us. And I think overall, the people that aren't playing this game, it's not good for them either. Because once they start researching and once they start figuring out what goes on in the game, they're probably not going to want to invest their time in a game like that. So, so yes, like, as much as I'm like excited about it, I'm also nervous because I don't think Intrepid's really done a lot of things that I think inadvertently got Blackland Flux is what I need. Got all the praise and got all the, you know, the things, the excitedness and, you know, just everything like that. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I hope it does. I hope people are at least understanding that Intrepid is like really fucking trying, but you know, shit happens, you know. I'm still wondering, should I just fucking just vendor common zinc? Like, I feel like at this point I have so many, like, I don't know if people are even going to want common like zinc fragments or common zinc ingots. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, like I feel like like vendoring them is probably gonna be like the best thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because I feel like I have a whole bunch already, and I just don't know if I need more. So I'm just probably gonna go ahead and vendor them. I don't know. Like, I have a lot of copper now too. I'm just gonna probably just try to stick with the do you have blue armor? I do not. Not yet. I haven't concentrated on armor yet. I really don't want to spend any money or any time with the adept stuff because I have full adept right now, and because like I'm only 3 levels away from 20, I want to start creating my radiant stuff. So that's why I've been getting my epic stuff, because I really would love to make epic petal shard jewelry, and so that's what I've been saving and, you know, and kind of doing on my own time. And, you know, I'll get like some uncommon radiant gear, you know, I'm fine with that, and I'll start building that up when I can. Use it for commissions, turn in 20 for the glints. Oh, I do like, I literally do this every chance I get. Once I complete it, I turn them in. Like, that's what I use mostly. All the my common copper, my common zinc, my common rubies, I use them all for that shit. But I have a whole fucking storage tab literally for just commons. So like everything here, and I've been kind of converting them to be like probably more uncommon, but I have all this stuff here for, honestly, the requisition agent too. If the requisition agent comes up with like a buy order for like, let's say basalt and, you know, some other thing that's like super easy for me, like ashwood, like I already have a bunch of just common like stuff like saved. So like that's what I have that for. But if anybody's on Shoal, is any sports fishing events up right now, like near the lake in Jova, or maybe the one in New Ayla? I'm gonna go check on them right now. But common zinc is still needed because people upscale with materials and crafts that you need less than example, zinc armor placings allow them to use common zinc. Still probably not really worth to sell. Well, I mean, like I'll probably look at it. I mean, I think here in Jova, you know, grave plate armor. Well, I guess I'm not probably missing out on too much anyway, in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, I mean, because people were talking about, you know, like all of the RMT that's going on right now. There's like even these, so I saw a video of like, there's a program you can buy to basically do some kind of GM commands. And that's how people are doing the whole, you know, flying in the air, super speed, Like just a bunch of like GM hacks basically. And it doesn't really surprise me because people were literally doing that in phase 1. But it's kind of interesting to me that being over a year now, we still have not figured out like how to stop people from doing that, or like from accessing the GM console. Like that to me is just so weird, like how people can still do that. Let me see. Do you think the devs will do something about the town city buff exploit? Honestly, I don't know what they're going to do about any of the exploits. Like, I think right now they said that they were going to remove the duped items from the game. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of casualties with that. And also the people that are the innocent bystanders. And to me, I said this on my stream 2 days ago. I think they need to refund the casual bystanders, because if I spend my hard-earned real gold to buy, let's say, a pedal shard necklace on the auction house, that's a duped pedal shard necklace, well, am I just SOL on that gold? You know what I mean? Like, and again, that's going to take some time, right? To like, you know, again, to sniff through like all of the shit. But this is my thing at the end of the day. If they don't figure out a efficient way to do this now, it's only going to get worse when live happens. And that's what I don't want, because they need to have parameters and things set up to where, hey, like we've countered this before in our alpha. Whenever there's duped items or duped something in the game and we have to like start removing those from the game, I think they have to have some kind of a refund policy for people regarding that stuff. But again, it's also understanding too the whatchamacallit, like what gold is real and what gold is fake, right? And that to me is like there's so much things they have to figure out, right? I feel like the guys that bought the duped items, we got to nuke them. No, for sure. Like I don't even think that's like that's not even a question, right? Like we all agree. But I think it's just more so that wait, EQ has been out for 30 years and players still access the GM abilities. Oh my god. That's worrying. Well, let's hope we don't turn into EQ, right? But yeah, like I just think overall, like there needs to be things that they have to figure out on their back end, because we can't always resort to wiping. And I've been seeing so much wipe hype in the general chat lately, and people are like calling for a wipe and stuff like that. And I'm like, look, people know that I've always been an advocate of a wipe. You know, like again, especially in this alpha, you need a wipe when new things happen, new things come out, you know, or dupes that become like way too far or whatever. And I just feel like in this particular scenario, Intrepid kind of needs to figure this one out. Like they kind of do. Like at the end of the day, like if you feel like your time was wasted, or you feel like, hey, that was really messed up, like I don't want to test anymore, like fine, cool. Like, oh, here we go. See, look at this shit. There's probably an event happening for sports fishing and there's no freaking minimap indicator. But watch what happens. I start swimming out here. Look, now I can fucking see it. How stupid is that? Like, I don't know why I get so mad about that, but that to me is just, it's so annoying. It's so damn annoying. Let me see. Thank God EU dupes weren't as bad as NA. Well, that's what I mean. I don't think Shoal was as bad either as Resna. Like, I'm on NA, but Resna, I think, was, you know, the biggest culprit, you know what I mean? And out of all the servers, because that's where all the heavy, sweaty PvP guilds are. But, you know, I just think that they need to learn how to do their back-end tools, right? They got to test those out, right? And I think having the thing always be, oh, just wipe it. It's like, well, then how are they ever going to test their tools and make sure that their tools are efficient and actually work for us once the game is actually live? We're not going to be in this wipe mentality then. Like, that'll be terrible, like literally terrible. Virus still pretty good, still just gold farmers and bots. Yeah, and that's what I mean, right? Like I think here we go. The casual RMT, right, and the botting, right? Like that's the other problem happening right now too, right? It's like, oh yeah, just this, you know, casual bots just still being there and stuff like that. Like, where's the back end tools for that? You know what I mean? Like, personally, like, I think there's a lot of things that Intrepid is like literally finding out on their back end to see like what tools need, like, you know, retooling, tweaking, you know, just things in general, because it's like, I don't understand, because bots are so binary in a sense, right? They're so like predictable. How do you not recognize this in the game yet and easily just eliminate them, like easily? Like, people are constantly posting like screenshots of like clumps of them and all this other stuff. Like, what kind of easy reporting can we do? You know, because here's the other problem too. Like, the whole like go do a ticket. A lot of people aren't going to do that. Like, if you don't have some kind of right click, like in game, right click, you know, suspicious behavior / botting or something like that, like, you need to do something like that, you know, and people can immediately like do. What server am I on? I am on the Shoal server on NA. And I really do think they need to work that out, because there's so much suspicious botting. There's also people, like I said, flying in the sky that people are looking at like in game. And the answer can't always be like, oh, please just go do a ticket. Like, I'll do it, right? I'll do it reluctantly. Like, I may not like to do it. It's kind of a process to do it too, to be quite honest with you. But I think we need something more simple in game that we can do, right? Because like, I just think some of it is just like really ridiculous. And I think probably I would say 80% of the people that see that shit don't even report it. They're not going to go open a ticket. They're not going to do anything about it. But they'll complain about it and they'll be mad about it. Right. Like, that's the thing. Make it easy for us. I really can't be bothered reporting players. And honestly, like, I don't blame you. You want to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, you want to go and test, you want to do other things, right? Like, the last thing we need to be doing is constantly just being this reporting mechanism for Intrepid, you know, like, that's just kind of ridiculous. 100% there needs to be a UX option in the report. I completely agree. Snovid TV. Oh my God. I'm so sorry if I butchered that name, but really appreciate the follow, man. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the stream, brother. But yeah, there needs to be just like, I think something very simple, like, you know, you right click on a player and you just have like a suspicious behavior, you know, button on them or whatever. Like, I think that's, you know, just a very simple, quick option. You know what I mean? Let me see, but I don't complain about it. But I do love bug reporting, keep it all in game. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, having to go to like, a website and then take a screenshot. And then, like I said, it's a process. I've done this several times actually. And, God, dude, one thing I freaking hate. Thank you. I wasted my up entirely. Really appreciate that. And it's still going out of bounds. Oh, this makes me so mad. It's literally going so far away. Are you serious? Bro. This is so wild. Bro, dude, this is so making me mad. What is this? Dude, I'm gonna lose this fish. I lost my freaking lure. So stupid. I've lost so many fish to that issue. Yeah, it's so dumb. And that's the thing too, right? Like, because all this shit is happening, we have to spend our time wasted on fucking bullshit like botting, people cheating, people doing like this dumbass shit when we actually have real fucking issues in the game. A lot of issues. But yeah, we're fucking having the devs spend time on this shit. We're having people wanting, ban lists and stuff like that, which again is needed. It is needed for sure. But golly, man, it's like it sucks so bad when you have a lot of shit happening in a game and it feels like it's just being sidelined because we gotta fucking take care of like dipshit idiots that want to fucking cheat and RMT and bot and all this crap in game, man. It just fucking drives me up a wall. It's just so dumb. I just want to be able to like fast forward. You know what I mean? I just want to fast forward and not even deal with this bullshit, to be honest. Just remember my fucking thing is right there. Because I had to fucking move. Well, I haven't even caught a fish yet. What's the thing on 38 minutes? I'm probably it. So is game good? I would say the game needs a shit ton of work. If you don't currently have Ashes of Creation on Steam, I would literally recommend wholeheartedly to wait. Like if you can wait, please wait. There's still a lot of things that I would say a person could love and appreciate, but there's a lot of things that'll bring just nothing but aggravation. Because that's what alphas do. Alphas are incomplete. Alphas are half-baked. Alphas, don't have everything in place yet. So you're working with like certain systems that feel very fleshed out. And then it also feels like there's something that complements it or nothing that gives you the reprieve or nothing that kind of leads into something else. And it's by the alpha design right now because there's still so much that needs to be done. So I would say like, please, like if you can wait, man, I think you'll be so much better off waiting than purchasing early access. That's just my 2 cents. But some people like doing alpha tests. You know what I mean? Like if you have done like friends and family alphas in other games, if you've been a closed alpha tester for certain companies, I would say from the conversations that I've had with others that have been like alpha testers, friends and family testers in other games, this alpha is probably the best alpha test you will ever play in that kind of comparison. And that's not my words, mind you. I've never been a part of an alpha test before in an MMO. I've never been a part of a friends and family alpha before. But from the conversations I've had with people, this is a very polished test in that comparison of, the closed alphas of, some AAA games. So yes, I would, please like just save your money, man. And there could be a time where Ashes could go on sale, right? Like for $25 or, $30 or something like that. And if you feel like if you have that kind of like, fuck it, no attitude about it, buy it then, you know what I mean? For fucking sheer whimsy. But, I'll tell you this, if you do buy Ashes of Creation right now, you won't have to play a sub until the game actually goes live, right? So the game could go live in 2027, possibly even 2028. So you can play an MMO kind of like at a one-time pay of, $30 if it goes on sale that price, or $50 at the price it is currently right now. And if that seems like a good deal to you, then by all means, it's your money, do what you do. But I'm just saying, it's going to be aggravating. There's going to be things that you'll find to be like, oh, wow, this is actually quite fun, or man, this is not as bad as I thought. And then you'll find other systems to be like, wow, this system is complete dog. You know what I mean? It's dog water, or whatever, right? Like it's what I'm saying. Like now for me, like as a content creator and someone that has been looking at this project for almost 5 years, like I play Ashes pretty much every day. Like I played a little bit yesterday. I played a little bit the day before. Oh my God, please don't fucking go out of, I will be so mad. Like, don't. You fucking don't. You dirty rat. I think it's like 65 Canadian. I'll take your advice unless there's few buddies and try and get it. Yeah, hunting. Yeah, exactly. Hunting. That's a perfect fucking example. Yeah, like, again, most content creators, you might see like, oh yeah, like buy this game. It's so good. Like I'm, you know, and I don't think there's any, honestly, I really don't think there's any content creators that are like that. What the, what is, oh my God, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Again? Again. Bro, I'm, mm, mm. Salutations, hope all's well in your world. It is, brother. Actually, it is. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I pack buns, brother. Goated name, by the way. Thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the world of the frustration. This is what alphas do. And honestly, like, how many lures do I got? I bought some lures, you know, thinking like, hey, I might need some. What game is this? It's Ashes of Frustration. It's on Steam, early access. You can pay it for $50, and I love this game, but I don't understand how to gear myself. Oh shit, I already got one. I would say crafting it, buying it, or grinding it out with like killing mobs. I think getting gear in this game is pretty straightforward. I know most MMOs, you get gear by literally doing quests, right? So if you do the quests from like 1 to 10, you're getting be pretty much in full initiate gear. But then going to Adept, which is levels 10 through 20, you just kill any kind of level 10 through 20 mobs. And dude, if this fucking fish, if I lose one more fish due to it going out of bounds, I'm fucking done. Like, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. I started my 5th character to try it out. I haven't made it to the end game yet. Well, I think that's a good thing too, right? Like, I think, you know, playing this alpha, I would say the 1 through 10 experience is pretty solid. So even if you want to go and just like create all 5 of your tunes, because there's only 5 character slots right now, unless you pick another server and you can do another 5. I would say that's pretty much a good thing. You know, David, dude, thank you so much for the sub, brother. Thank you, man. Hope you're enjoying the stream, man. But I would say, you know, it's pretty easy to craft. At least the initiate gear. But once you start getting to Adept, it's, you know, you'll see some stuff that's actually not that bad to craft, but it's going to take you a little bit of time. But if you don't want to take that time to craft it, then you can just go to like a POI and grind it, you know, in a group, or, you know, or just buy it in the auction house. I think a lot of Adept gear right now is actually super cheap. So if you just want to like go and do some sports fishing, I'm done. I'm done. I'm literally done. I'm not going to waste any more of my lures on this bullshit. Like, look, it's, it's so weird to be streaming, because if I wasn't streaming, I'd be really fucking pissed right now. It just feels so weird. Oh man, tailoring is excellent for a cleric. Gear requires Grimskin and well, I would say Grimskin, yeah, is like pretty easy to get, but there's a lot of players that have been camping the like the super low level Grims, because they're just super easy to kill, right? And just kill them over and over repeatedly. Welcome, and love seeing others from our server. Yeah, man, thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, dude, I've been playing on Shoal since the beginning, and this server's amazing. I really love the Shoal server. Like, when I hear about all the horror stories on Resna and everything like that, like, I'm like, man, I'm really glad I'm over here. But I would say, honestly, for me, like, we still, at least the things that I've seen on our server, is the fishing lure exploit on saltwater. A lot of guilds have literally made a lot of gold. And again, whenever you start getting, you know, small pockets of players that get this like hyperinflation of gold, they can literally start buying out parts of the auction house, or, you know, basically throwing their weight around economically because they're just so far ahead of like where the natural curve of the natural cash flow is, right? And I really do fear that with the fishing lure exploit. And, you know, like I said, I've been told from people that if you were caught doing anything like that, like, I don't know how long you're going to be around. But I still haven't even got confirmation yet if people have been banned as of right now. Like, I've tried to ask, and people said that there was like 80 accounts, but I haven't heard if that was like something that's going to happen or has happened. You know what I'm saying? True, but the primary is flowers, much harder for leatherworking because that requires the seine. But Grim as primary, you are correct. Gathering Grim has been a pain in every phase. Bro, gathering as a hunter in any phase has been a pain. Like, hunting is beyond placeholder, but it's also beyond frustrating too. Are you not able to see the Twitch chat messages? Yeah, I just saw yours. Sorry, it's because there was a lot of YouTube messages. I think yours got caught up real quick. Sorry about that. Is the out of range thing for sports fishing like intended for that to happen? No, it's not. And if it is Intrepid, it's a dog shit mechanic. Like, again, that's why you literally have a reel. Like, I don't know if anybody at Intrepid knows how to fish or something, because you can't get the freaking fish out of the water. And now you're telling me that a fish goes out of bounds? Like, what are we doing? And even if your fishing pole doesn't have a reel, if we're going to go fucking ancient old school, you can pull the damn thing. What are we doing here? Like, I don't fucking get it. Oh my God. Release the files, brother. Yes. Yes. Do it. Hunting is rough. The other gathering is really nice this phase. Yeah, like every other gathering profession is pretty damn good, except for hunting. Hunting has been this way forever. But to be honest with you, like, I don't even know how they're going to reinvent hunting, because it's literally like not only the redesign of actually getting the huntable, but also there needs to be a redesign in how many huntables there could be out in the world. There's way too little of them. Literally way too little of them. If you look at every other fucking gathering profession, like, there's literally way too little of this particular one. And why? Like, why is that? It makes no sense. You can see, at least for now, you can start AoE farm hunting. That start with mobs not respawning sucked. Yeah, no, for sure. 100%. Unless you're looking for slate. Yeah, well, if you're a miner, like, I'm pretty sure you've gone through all those, you know, pain points too. It kind of blows my mind that they still haven't locked down basic shit like fishing and hunting, or improved the dreadful marketplace. Yeah, well, the dreadful marketplace is a UI problem. Fishing, in my opinion, it works as an AFK thing, but I've said this before, I really don't want it to stay as an AFK fishing thing. I really don't. I think it'd be very detrimental for the players and for the game to leave it as an AFK fishing mechanic. There needs to be some kind of a mini game, and because that'll get rid of a good portion of bots. Like, once they can start making fishing actually a pretty easy mini game for a human, but hard to do as a bot, like, that's where we're pretty much in the clear. Again, people will still do it. They'll try to make some kind of a script that a bot can do, but I would say that's going to eliminate a good portion of bot players. And now, like, with that on top of it, it's going to be, I think, easier to find bots, not harder, at least in my opinion. Is there a caravan requirements now? I don't know. I haven't ran a fucking caravan since fucking phase 1. So I don't know if anything changed as far as caravans go in phase 3 or early access, whatever you want to call it. AFK fishing is lame. Copy paste New World's fishing for sports fishing and use the current sports fishing to replace AFK fishing. Yeah, honestly, I'd be down for that. I really would. I think that would be great if they were to put. I don't care. I mean, they can keep the current sports fishing as is, but I wouldn't mind actually getting the fishing from New World and making that the new fishing here. Like I think that'd be fine. Because you can make the regular fishing actually have more of a yield. With it being that way, but I heard pockets and I've heard some other people say, "Oh, we'll just keep the AFK fishing there." No, like I don't care how good of a detection the Intrepid gets with their bot stuff. By you leaving the AFK fishing as is, you will always fucking entice those people to come in and be a market disruptor. Like you have to fucking change that system. Like you literally have to. We built one for the relic transport. Seems the same. Oh, okay. There you go. MC, yes, they claimed all along it was a placeholder. So I hope they don't keep it a button and watch YouTube videos. Yet I'm sure some love AFK. Yeah, I know some force love AFK. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? But I would still say, like, and I've seen people do this. You can go to YouTube channels. People were literally doing the New World fishing one-handed, looking at second monitor content. Like the New World fishing is not hard. You know, it's not like you have to be so like in tune with it to fucking do everything. Yeah, IFK, while what the hell, last server IFK hunted, spawns, well, wolf spawns its ass. Yeah, like I think the whole hunting is ass, to be honest with you. And I don't know how they're going to reinvent that, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know what they're going to do to make that more enticing or fun, but also like just making more spawns available. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that to be, because you need truly, and they haven't done this with trees yet either. Like Weeping Willow and Braidwood need to literally have random fucking placements. Currently, they have fucking static placements. So, you know, like, oh, a Weeping Willow spawns here. That means even though it's chopped, that spot, eventually Weeping Willow will come back there. And that to me is dog shit. It needs to be actually fucking random. Like literally. And so hunting needs to feel that way too. Like it needs to feel that way. But there honestly needs to be like at least, I would say 20x the amount of hunting spawns. And I'm not exaggerating on that number. There is way too fucking few of them. And I think just like anything else, like if I want to be a tree chopper, look how many fucking trees I have here. You know what I mean? And again, look, the more exclusive of something is, right, you're probably not going to need that much of it, right? But I go and challenge you to look at how much shit you need hunting wise or leatherworking wise for some of the medium gear. And tell me that that doesn't seem fucking off to you. Because it fucking is. There are still, are there still static nodes? Yes, there are. The Weeping Willow and Braidwood are static. Pre-order, people ask me this all the time. Pre-order pack, 2021. All animals should be huntable for pets and killable for drops, period. That would be interesting. I would, again, like, I'm curious to see like how that would work, right? Would it be some kind of like not a Pokeball, right? But, you know, would it be some kind of thing like if you see a Grim or a Raven there that you can either kill it or hunt it, right? Like, I think that'd be a very interesting mechanic, personally. Let me see, why are all animals aggressive? Don't think every bear or wolf in the world is constantly looking for a fight. Well, I think that's just how most MMOs work, right? In the grand scheme of things. Like you have, oh, look, I can do this quest. It's going to be dark soon, and then the fucking thing will spawn here. I'll just wait real quick. Lasso would carry it back to town/freehold. I mean, I would say when it comes to huntables, like, I think there could be some really cool mechanics for it to make it actually interesting. But like, imagine if you could, like, if you're finding some otter and you can just like, instead of me trying to kill this otter, you can try to like trap it using like a trap. But my thing with the trap thing is, every tool, right? So like going here, right here, I think hunting right here. So you have bait and you have a trap. So you need to be able to use this fucking bow. As a herbalist, I use my sickle. As a fisherman, I use my fishing pole. As a lumberjack, I use my fucking lumberjack thing. If I use my mining pick, I use my mining pick. I think honestly, like what hunting could be really is just another, almost like another button really. Right. And I think so instead of like potentially attacking, I can hit G or something like that, like on a mob. And then I start attacking it with my hunting bow instead. Right. Like something like that. Like, I don't know. Like it just, you got to be able to use your fucking hunting bow in some way, shape or form. Let me see. A skill should have a chance to drop a carcass, and hunt would be a chance to drop trainable. Yeah, I mean, that could work. Let me see. And traps increase RNG. Okay. Got GM hunting to a basilisk, and I just don't like the hunting system. Yeah, most people fucking don't, man. I don't blame you. Trap in a cage like a wild raccoon or cats, then give them some food and transport them either in a wagon or a leash. Well, I just think, again, like you look at every other gathering profession, I don't need to use a scythe and my sickle. I don't need to use like a net and my fishing pole. Like I think base wise, you need to be able to use just your bow, right? Otherwise this wouldn't be a bow, right? Like I think instead they can probably switch the trap with this. So instead of actually making a bow as a hunter, you don't need a bow. You just put a trap down, right? Because you can use your weapon instead of a fucking bow. You can use your weapon to do it. But I think they're going to want you to use this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, they're going to want you to use this. Fights are happening for them, and it's just a little too much of how corruption works. Wait, what are you talking about, Daniel? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not understanding what you're saying. Traps plus food. I mean, yeah, that can work. Hot take, rarity power scaling is overtuned for gear. You mean the gathering rarity? Like the, or are you talking about quality? Are you talking about like just quality in general? Like gathering quality is overpowered or overtuned? They have set the hunting as placeholder, but not said much about what's coming. It's frustrating. Yeah, I would say, you know, from the conversations I've had with people, what are you doing, dude? Tagging me over here? Is that apparently there was stuff in the files before they locked it down. So the reason why Ash's Codex, sorry, I thought that was my, no, it's not my baby. Why Ash's Codex isn't populating stuff anymore is because they did something to their back end to lock, where are the stairs? People said that there's like stairs that spawn at night. Is it like at night or does it? Oh, okay. So it's dusk. So it's okay. Dark, not dusk. Yeah, I got it. Shit. What was I saying? I was going to make a point and I literally forgot the fucking point. I am so sorry. Let me see. The net should be used to catch bait, fish like IRL. Well, I've always been curious to see like, what are these going to be? Like are these going to be only exclusively at certain brackets? Like meaning, oh, if you're going to be doing fishing, you do fishing from like 1 to journeyman, and then you do netting at master, and then if you're a grandmaster, you get to use the harpoon for like grandmaster stuff. Like I don't know, like I'm curious like where these are going to come in, but I don't know, like maybe that's one of the things that might end up getting scrapped. I don't know, like I've always been very curious as to like how they're going to do that. Let me see. Armor and weapon rarity power scaling is overtuned, as in a common radiant weapon may as well be initiate compared to an epic or legendary radiant weapon. Oh, that's what you mean. Got you. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Again, they need to fucking balance. I mean, really all that is a balancing game. Like seriously, they just got to go and like number tune that shit. Codex backend. Oh, okay. 7 more minutes on the stairs. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back. I'll come back. Could something like the animal taming system in Enshrouded work in an MMO? That's a good question. It would depend, because honestly, like, it's really just up to the developers if they want to do something like that. And for how Ashes is already so fucking complex, with a lot of their systems and a lot of like how they want to do shit, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me that they would want to do something, you know, different, and also, you know, something that no other MMO has, kind of thing. And I would say it would depend, but I would say that if I had to put a bet on Intrepid, Intrepid never does the simple thing. Let's put it fucking that way. They never do the simple thing. So, but I'm curious to see, like, well, there's only so much more complicatedness you can add. And so I think sometimes keeping things simple is just better for overall game health. Ooh, look, a limestone. A limestone. Even though I don't think limestone is used in anything, but I can potentially get like an iron or a tin from it. Hopefully I get something good. Like, honestly, I don't know of another MMO that does, ooh, fucking epic limestone. Nice. Even though I don't think limestone's used for anything, right? Like, I don't know if it is or isn't. We need something like the codex working for sure. Well, they pretty much locked the API. That's why codex can't update shit right now, unless they're literally gonna do it by hand. And your lithium and your Joshua tree. Bro, I've never even chopped a Joshua tree. I don't even know what the fuck a Joshua tree is. I feel like Thanos right now and be like, I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't know what that is. But sorry, I keep getting thrown off because I'm hearing a noise and I think it's my kid crying. It's like throwing me off. Right next to the Kyle tree. Oh, Basin. Oh, Basin. Oh, man. Oh, 1 second. Not that. Okay. There we go. I'm back. So I got what, like a couple of minutes now? 1 minute. And then I can head back. I need that hat, by the way. Yeah. I sold these hats. I might sell them again this year. I'm just trying to figure out some financial stuff first. And if I do it, it's probably going to be towards the end of the year. But I'm still debating, to be honest. Because it's like a lot to like manage on my end. And like doing it the first time and then doing like, I had to do like a couple of refunds, and then that was interesting because I never done that before. And like, I want to get like a good supplier next time, because I felt like the supplier I had, like some person sent me I don't know if it was like the boxing or like what it, but like someone got a hat and it just was like messed up. And I was like, I am so sorry, dude. I ended up just sending one out of my own dime. Like I just sent him another one like for free. And he got to keep the one that he had. But I don't know. I just want to like get I want to get a better quality hat. I want to get a better vendor. Because I learned a lot from doing that the first time, because I've never done that before. Like having my own merch store and having to deal with all that stuff. So I don't know. It was a very interesting time. A recipe data is still available. I hope they can get it sorted out though soon, so I don't have to do it myself. Well, I think that's what's going to happen, to be honest with you. I think Intrepid is very, very clear that they don't want the UI or they don't want like the back end to be like they don't want people to go to these websites. Like, and again, coming from someone like WoW, like, and I know like literally every MMO just gives away their API, and you kind of know like everything that goes on. Like you're going to know future patches. You're going to know like what they're currently working on, because that's what we were able to do for freaking phase 1, 2, and what was it? The first part of phase 3, not early access phase 3, but the earlier access of phase 3. Okay, so there should be something here now. The API is like the back end stuff. Oh, there it is. The API is like the back end stuff to for like people to figure out like the code, basically, like to oh my god, why can't I hit F? Why is it saying hit F? I can't even do that. My god, I was able to do it just fine. But it's basically for like the data miners to get their information. Like that's really what it is. Like WoW has their API release. That's why people can do mods and add-ons and everything like that. Really, dude? Sorry, I'm just trying to pay attention now. My god, dude. Bro, what is going on, dude? What's going on? Why do I feel like Steven Sharif right now? Jesus. My god. I can't even do this, dude. What is going on, dude? I can't do sports fishing. Got no food, no job. Its heads are falling off. Oh my god. Okay. Dude, oh my god. Bro. No. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's it? Really? Okay. Alert the commanding officer of the second sword outpost. Search the eye of Ash within the halls of adjudication. Oh my god, I gotta go inside the halls of adjudication? Seriously? Ugh. So dumb. Okay, now I gotta get freaking down. Okay. So I gotta go to the second sword outpost. Do I have to actually go inside the halls of adjudication? Like, is it like near a boss that I have to go? Okay, so let's go over here first. Let me see. Fell right as the sun came up, vanished right on me. Oh my god, that would have been horrible. That would have been horrible. I fell right through. That's so nuts. HOJ, you have to kill Sears or Bog to drop a dagger. Only Sears or Bog drop it. Okay. So the Sears are not 1-star mobs, are they? Like they're probably like level or 2-star, 3-star. Like basically I can't do it by myself is what is like what it is. Oh, that's a quest. No wonder there was nothing up there when I went up. Yeah, it's a quest. It's the a giant threat. It's a level 10 quest. It gives like 22,000 experience, which at level 17 is fucking nothing. But I just wanted off my freaking Boggs level 14 2-star. Seers are 11 no-star, I think. Okay. If they're 11 no-star, then I'll just go in there and I'll just kill some Seers and see if I can get that dagger. And then once I get that dagger, is that it? Is that the end of the quest? Wait, seriously? Okay. And you give the eye to someone and you're done? Okay. But it's saying for me to come to talk to this dude right now. It says alert the commanding officer of the second sword outpost, and I'm trying to and nothing's happening. Do I gotta give him something? Is something here? Like, why is there a farewell? Or maybe I gotta do the dagger first? I don't know. I mean, but it's like if I have to do the dagger first, then why is this on the bottom and this is on the top? Would just be dialogue with him? Well, I don't even have dialogue at all. Like, it doesn't do anything. It just says farewell on both sides. It just says farewell, farewell. Oh no. Let me just try to go get the dagger then. Maybe that'll, like, clear shit up. I don't know. We'll see. Are you too high? Dude, if I'm too high level, oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad. Because I don't think I should be. I mean, I'm level 17. It's level 10 quest. But I'm still on. Like, I should still fucking get something for it. Like, really, I just want the experience and the glint. I don't give a shit about the bag. But I hope I'm not too high at this point. That would suck. I feel like that'd just be a whole waste of time. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god, someone's selling legendary rubies. Oh my god. You have to talk to the guy first. Well, I already tried to talk to him and he wasn't no help, so I'm just going to go to the Hall's Adjudication first. Because it says I can do both. So I'm going to try to get the dagger first, and then I'll go back to him. I'll log out, log back in, and see if that helps. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Like right now, like I wanted to do sports fishing, but I'll have to wait for it to come up in the lake in Jova. Either here or here. But God, if it, and again, if is sports fishing, because like I have not had that bad of luck in sports fishing ever. Like I'm going to be totally honest with you. That was the worst I've ever had sports fishing on stream and out of stream. I've never had that kind of luck before to do that. I got the dagger on my first kill once and I had a character who spent hours to get there. Wow. After 7 years, there's still bugs, exploits, and dupes. This is looking good for Intrepid. Well, the thing is that it's been 8 years, but Alpha 2 has only been out for a year. And, you know, how many years was New World in development for? And they had bugs, dupes, exploits, broken systems, you know, and that was a AAA company. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is that just like anything else, New World had no business, literally no business, moving outside of beta. Actually, they had no business even going into a beta. They still should have been an alpha. They still should have been testing a lot of shit. But the biggest difference with New World is their shareholders did not give a fuck about the player base. Their shareholders only gave a fuck about their quarterly reports and their bonuses. So you said only Sears drop. Holy fuck. That would have been so funny if I got it on my first kill. Oh my god. The wolves. Oh my. Dang. Well, it wasn't a one shot, but it was definitely a two shot. Oh shit. Where's the dagger? Wow. Well, that was easy. Thank you guys. Let me see. I found another body on my rogue. Didn't even kill the mob, actually. Yeah. Well, lucky me, I guess. All right. So now that I got, wait, hold on. Wait. Search for the Eye of Esh within the Halls of Education. Why is that still a thing then? So what is this? So I got the dagger. What do I got to do with the dagger? Like, do I got to do something? Because it's like, do I got to present the dagger to the person in the second sword outpost, or like what? It says search for the Eye of Esh. Is the Eye of Esh the dagger, or? Nani? Oh, you have to use the dagger to open the box. Okay, going back into Halls of Adjudication. Okay. You use the dagger in the halls all the way back to the left in the room. Should be a glowing thing on the right side of the room. Okay. All the way in the back to the left of the room. Okay. Thank you. Because I could have went all the way over there and I would have been fucked. So all the way in the back to the left. Over here. The glowing thing on the floor. I don't see anything glowing on the floor. This thing? Oh, here we go. Bam. Okay. Sweet. All right, so that's done. Give the Eye of Esh to a responsible party. Okay. And then I come back over here. Okay, so then now that I do that, I go back to the second sword outpost. And that should be a GG, I think, right? That should be a GG. All right, sweet. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of people that, you know, feel like Ashes of Creation is far behind or whatever. And to be honest, like, we can have an argument or we can have a discussion as to like, are they behind? Are they, you know, on track or whatever? The one thing I care about the most isn't the amount of time they spent in development. What I've always cared about, what I've always preached on, is that Ashes of Creation should remain in alpha till it's good and fucking ready to be considered a beta. That has always been my number one priority, because I don't want this game to be needlessly rushed to a beta when it has no business to be called a beta. Like, if beta is meant to be like refine and polish, then it needs to be in that state of refine and polish, meaning every single system is at the 1.0 real system, non-placeholder, you know, to be iterated and polished for launch. Like, that to me is what a beta is. Let me see, they need to pay attention to the details. is all they can take as long as they want to spend money. Well, I feel like if Steven more specifically is in that ballpark of wanting to make sure they take their time and everything like that, yes, I completely agree with you, Choppa. Like, I think they need to be able to do that. Let me see, if they rush beta, it will fail. I think most MMOs that rush to beta usually fail its launch. That is very, like, a very good indicator of basically how to lose your audience, right? Like, I mean, look what happened in New World. The people at the top at Amazon got fucking greedy, because that's what corporate suits are. They're greedy motherfuckers. And the studio, you know, paid the price, because this, I can tell you this right now, this wasn't a developer decision. Like, what happened in New World wasn't the developers being like, oh yeah, these systems are great, go push them out. Like, that was not them. I honestly don't even think that was their bosses. I think the bosses told the bosses to push shit out, get it done. What do you have? Well, we only have, I think, like 13% of like our, go, yeah, sure, fine, release it, do it. We need to release this shit by next month. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. You know what I mean? And again, like, us as the gamers think that the devs are these incompetent idiots, when in reality, they're not idiots. They're just under the gun, because just like anything else, if you have a job to do and your boss is saying, just give me what the fuck you have, and you know you didn't do a good job, or you know it's not done, you know it's not good, but you're gonna do what your boss fucking says, because you're not the fucking boss. You're just an employee. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so here it is. Oh God. It does not exist. I am thinking of giving it to an academy, to the Academy of Scholars. The Ivesh now belongs to the Kalen Empire. What? Like, what are these options, bro? What are we doing here? This is freaking wild. You see, think we get second archetypes this next update? I know Steven said in December that there was going to be some info in January. I would say that if you're expecting secondary augments, I would not expect that in the month of January. I would honestly not even expect in the month of February. Would I expect it in the month of March? Yeah, for sure. I would expect in the month of March. I don't know. I'm gonna fucking this one. Cool. Complete. Thank Christ, it's done. It's done. It's over. Okay. Initiate and adept. I'll get this one. Why not? Why not? Is anybody in my chat on Shoal that need a Shatter Fist? Like a one-netted main? I'll give it to you for free if anybody wants it. I don't give a shit. The marketing budget for New World was insane, along with all the internal platform marketing through Amazon platforms. Oh yeah, Fupa, it was egregious. Like, they spent so much fucking money on it, probably knowing it was going to fail. And I don't even know if they really wanted it to succeed. Like, seriously, like, I'm so confused as to like the complete bungling of just Amazon Game Studios as a studio. Like, you want to talk about mismanagement? Fucking that was mismanaged to all hell. I don't know. To me, it's really freaking wild that they managed to survive as long as they did. Is this treasure map still bugged? Because it was right here. I don't know if it's now somewhere different. I feel like these treasure maps are all messed up, dude. Yeah, I think it's still bugged. It was like, I remember literally it was right here. But oh no, it doesn't matter. Let me see. Costs too much to make and sustain MMOs. In US, you can get 3 devs in Korea for the price of 1. That's why they keep pumping them out. Well, yeah, they keep pumping them out, but also um, those MMOs usually get quite successful over there. Not all of them. I think Throne of Liberty was a big fucking flop, even over there. I think they literally spent what, 12 years? God knows how much money within that 12 years just to literally not able to even break even. Like, you talk about a game potentially shutting down, that's the next one. 100%. Either sometime this year or next year, I can guarantee you Throne of Liberty will be shut down. Like, that game is doing terribly in Korea. It's doing terribly here. Like, it's doing terribly everywhere. And yeah, like I really don't see that game lasting more than a couple of years, if even a couple of years. Yeah, like I said, they know what they do when it comes to monetization. But this is personally why I never get excited for any kind of a Eastern release. When people were telling me in chat, like, oh, Vlad, are you excited for Aeon 2? Are you excited for Throne of Liberty? Are you excited for, Arcade 2 or anything that is from NCSoft, Kagao Games, just any Eastern European publisher? I don't give two shits about your game. It could be the second coming of Jesus in an MMO. It could be every system is so freaking fun to play. I don't care, because you're going to devalue every single one of those fun ass systems with your monetization. And I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not going to spend my hard-earned money to pay to win harder in your game than some other dude. Like, I don't care. And so that's why those games never appeal to me, because they could be fucking amazing. They could be a lot of fucking fun. They could have amazing graphics, amazing story, amazing quests, amazing professions. But then they can also have 9 different currencies all within the other currencies with 2 different battle passes and 3 different subscription tiers. And now everything's fucked to shit for me. Like, I don't care. Like, I hate the way they monetize their MMOs. It's terrible. Someone did the math, and to sustain the 800K, so Steven says, they pay weekly, would need about 300K plus subs a month to even break even. I would say for Intrepid, if they can get in the hundreds of thousands of concurrent players worldwide, I think we're good. I really do. Like, I think honestly, like, for how, like, if we can get a lot of the, because I think what's really going to crutch and sustain Ashes of Creation is not North America. It's literally every other country in the world. You're talking about Brazil, Germany, Russia, Japan, Korea, like, all the other countries are going to be probably at a bigger player base than NA. 100%. And the reasoning why is look at their predecessors. Look at ArcAge. Look at Lineage 2. Where were their big markets? Wherever those markets were big, they're going to be big also for Ashes. Like, that is just, to me, a no-brainer. Because ArcAge was not big in the United States. Neither was Lineage 2. So I feel like, will there be people potentially playing in NA for Ashes of Creation? Absolutely. But I do think that there's going to be a bigger and broader audience in the other countries. Let me see. Not going to lie, this game looks extremely boring and outdated. Yeah, I mean, I would say that when it comes to people that look at this game, they don't like the graphics, they don't like the style. But to me, graphic and style kind of don't matter. I look at a game like RuneScape, and the graphics are completely outdated. The style of it is just pixel art. Like, it's, and some people like pixel art, that's fine. But I mean, to me, it's not my particular style. But those things don't matter as much. To me, I think that the big things that matter is how fun is the game. Because I can tell you this, like, yeah, again, content for sure. But you're talking about, it looks extremely boring and outdated. Like, Ashes to me has so many systems, and this is why it's going to have a hard time competing with games like RuneScape, like World of Warcraft, like Final Fantasy XIV, because those games have been around for decades. Like, that's a fact. And Ashes is not going to come out with 30 or 20 or even 10 years worth of content to compete. Like, what they have to do is do what any foundational MMO needs to do, and that's work on the basics. And I can tell you this, no MMO that's even come out within the past 10 years has fucking done that. They've tried to do too much too fucking fast, and it never worked. Like you have to work on the fundamentals, the basics of your MMO, the building blocks, and start building slowly upon them. Because once you start going into the weeds with these things or these other things that the players may not like, may not like, you're being on very shaky ground there, and now you're building on sand, really. This is why I want Ashes to really work on their foundational systems, because I think Ashes has enough systems in its base game to literally sustain for the next 5 or even 10 years, like I do. And they can just slowly start to build within these current systems and start making the 2.0 versions and start building alongside of these systems. Like that's what Ashes needs to do. Ashes needs to stay in its own lane of systems and work as hard as it can to keep fleshing out throughout this alpha and keep pushing the boundaries to these systems. Because as outdated or as boring as you may look at it, right now I'm just literally hitting rocks because the sports fishing thing that I want to do is busted, or at least it was in that area that I was doing it in. But I mean, to me, I think the graphics, like when I look at my mount or when I look at like, just this in general, like it's nighttime, like I think this looks fucking beautiful. But that's just me. Like art's subjective. Like some people look at this game and be like, ugh. I look at this game and I'm like, man, like that looks pretty fucking pretty. I mean, to me, I just want an engaging, fun MMO. Like that's it. Like whether this style or this art style or graphics is your cup of tea, like it is or it isn't. You know what I mean? Like World of Warcraft isn't a lot of people's style, but it has a style. And I think with Ashes does have its kind of unique style. It's just people like to say, oh, it just looks like Unreal Engine slop. Which, I mean, I disagree because I've seen other Unreal Engine 5 projects. And when I look at Ashes, I can differentiate the two. But if you can't, that's fine. Like all I'm saying for me is like, I just want a game that is fun to play, which Ashes to me is fun. And once the systems that are very aggravating are actually worked on, bugged out, fleshed out, like this game for me is going to be like a game I can play for the next 10 or even 20 years. Let me see. Totally agree. Build an engaging sandbox. The game looks good, but it does look worse from the past beta. I would dumb the graphics down more so people don't have frame gen that don't have frame gen have a better time. Yeah. Let me see. I have a 5080, but not everyone can afford that, especially now. Yeah, I mean, we'll see when it comes to graphics. I mean, that's the other thing that they have to polish as well is the whole graphics design too. But they haven't even started like optimizing in that way, right? Like that kind of optimization usually starts happening in the betas. Like alpha, like right now in alpha, we're still literally trying to figure out the fucking like oh, is that the Night Reaver Greatsword? And I really want that. We're trying to like flesh out and figure out like some of its base systems and like what directions to go in there. I mean, people are still having a conversation about the flagging system, about corruption. We're still having questions about questing, about narrative, about story arcs. I mean, we're still figuring out what we like and don't like about the settlement system, about like being a citizen, about like storage. There's even a problem with storage right now and like its compartments and its different tabs. So, I mean, there's still like a fuck ton, like a literal fuck ton of things for us to do. Let me see. I don't know, man. The development has been so slow. How are they supposed to be in beta this year? I don't think they should be in beta this year. I think beta needs to come whenever beta needs to come. Like, but I understand from a developmental point of view, like whenever you have a project, right? Whether it's something that, a science project or just any kind of work project, there was always internal deadlines for my projects as an insurance agent. And it makes sense that so does Intrepid, right? Like it's not far-fetched to be like, oh, wow, they're already thinking of beta. Well, of course, they're thinking about the whole thing. They're thinking about beta. They're thinking about beta 1, beta 2, about launch. And believe me, they probably have all those dates. But just like anything else, like natural developments come up. What I mean by that is just like in 3 weeks from now, there could be something that could be catastrophic in the fucking back end systems or in a part of a system that literally has to go all the way down to be retooled and then put back in the game. That could literally set them back 3 months. So now their current projection for beta is probably no longer this year. It is now next year because of that one event. Now extrapolate that to all of the systems, extrapolate that to everything about this game. And that's how it works. I'm not a game dev, but I've talked to these people. Like, they kind of told me how it works because I kind of explained how it worked for me. And they're like, yeah, it's very similar. Like, you know, it's just anything could fucking happen. You know what I mean? Like, we can go in, or more accurately for this is that we're kind of leaning towards a certain direction in a system, but yet we're getting feedback on that system that is totally counterintuitive to what the players are wanting. Now we're having to rethink and think about what the current feedback is, and also our overall direction of this system and how we can marry the two. Even though we knew we were going to go in direction A and players wanted direction B, like, how can we have like almost a road that we pave out that's a little bit of A, a little bit of B, and could be something that we can both agree on, right? And that takes more time. That takes more iteration. And so it's all a process, right? Like, and again, like, I anything that's a date, please just take with a complete, huge, and utter massive grain of salt. Because if you've been following GTA 6 at any point in time, how many times were you hyped for a certain announcement or a certain like news article of like, oh, it's coming out in May 2025? Did it come out in May 2025? How many times has that project been delayed at this point? And how many years has that project actually been in development for? So, and again, this is no shade towards GTA 6 because they probably want the quality to be there. And I think Intrepid also wants the same thing. They also want the quality to be there. So, let me see, storage is dumb as fuck. My bank should be stack higher, period. Well, I think if you select general storage, I think it's fine. General storage is fine. To me, it's the other fucking options. It's the lumberjacking tab. It's the fucking mining tab. It's the herbing tab. Why the fuck is it this small and only up to 44? What the fuck? At least have it to be bigger at a base, have the stack size the same. But if you start going into citizenship, if you go from a peasant to peon, or let me see, like a peasant to a commoner, then that storage can actually start building. Like, hey, you're more, you know, you're getting higher status in our settlement. We're going to give you more storage tiles, you know, and the more you go, the longer it gets and the more stack sizes. So now instead of 44, now you're going to get, or not even 44, it shouldn't even be that at a base, to be honest. I'd say like probably like 50, like just at a base, to be honest. And then it goes up by like 10 or even 20. So it goes from 50 to 70 to 90, you know, so on and so forth, kind of thing. And while it's also building up in stack size, it's also building downwards too. Like, that's how I think the status with your settlement should work alongside your storage. So yeah, there's a lot of shit they need to fucking figure out for sure. MC, haven't played in a long time, just downloaded again to play with my dad. Anything to do yet, or just mob grinding still? I would say right now, the biggest thing that people are doing is sports fishing. So there's like the freshwater fishing and the saltwater fishing. So I would definitely try freshwater first. You can kind of get the hang of it. As far as like leveling your tunes, like, you have a better questing loop from levels 1 through about 7 or 8. And then it kind of drops you off. So if you've played phase 1 or phase 2, then basically after the quests kind of fizzle out, then you're basically just either going to a POI like, you know, Church of the Seven Stars, Halls of Adjudication, Highwayman Hills, Oakenbane Keep, and just grinding up to level 25, basically, right? Doing all the different grind spots to hit level 25. It's still the same thing. Because even the Harbingers, you can't really do that until you're max level anyway. So, yeah. And so it's still, again, the same. It's still pretty much the same. Do you think updates come slow or does not fix the problems we need fixed? Well, I just think that there's certain priorities that Intrepid has, and there's certain priorities the gamers have or the testers have. And I think those don't coincide often, right? And I think sometimes, depending on the severity of a grievance of a tester, they'll put aside certain things they're working on to then fix things that players are like really aggravated with currently. But as a given thing, right? The whole corruption baiting and their flagging thing, I don't think that's something they're currently working on fixing or just working on in general right now. Even though it is a problem for the players, I think in their minds they have bigger fish to fry content wise, because it's like, okay, do you want us to keep working on secondary augments and like expanding classes, or do you want us to stop working on that to focus on corruption and the flagging system, right? And that's how it is with developers, is like they can't, like, of course you would want them to work on everything, but realistically there's only so many finite people that work there that can all work on, you know, certain things. So it's usually a give and take process. What if the core systems that they are building on are bad? Sometimes ideas sound good on paper, but in actuality is horrible in practice. RMXTG, I completely agree with you, dude. Completely agree with you. And this is what we're trying to figure out. Like, seriously, like, this is what this alpha is all about, is that we've been talking about paper designs and ashes for years without a game to play. But now that the game is being played, we are actually practically doing these paper designs. And some of them are really fucking fun. Others are not so much fun, which I've left countless feedback on, whether it's econ, whether it's professions, whether it's gathering, whether it's questing, whether it's fucking, you name it. I've named a bunch of shit. And I've also left feedback on a bunch of shit too. But yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. And this is why I don't want them to rush the alpha process, because that means that if something isn't good, we got to make it good, right? And making something good sometimes takes months, because now they gave us system A, we don't like it. We're all giving feedback for like, let's say a month or two. They finally give us system B and we're like, this is better. This is good, but it's still doing this and this. And then a couple of months go by. Now we finally get C. C's finally the thing that everybody likes. We're like, thank you. This is good. Really appreciate it. That took the span of 6 months. That's one system. We have like 27 systems in Ashes of Creation. So it's one of those things that it's going to take time. And I really want them to take the time to make each system fun. And you're right. There's a lot of stuff that seemed good on paper that doesn't actually work out in practice. And players are finding that out now. And that's, again, going with the corruption system, with the flagging system, with the lawless zones, with PvP, with PvE, with, you know, again, you name it. Like, there's a bunch of systems that we're all in the forums with, on the Reddit, on the Discord, leaving feedback on, that all players are kind of different about certain systems. And, you know, for me, like, the weapon system is a big disappointment. Like, the way the weapon talent trees are right now are so, an average player will look at those trees and be like, I have no idea what's good, or what should I do? What is a weapon combo? What is any of this? Like, it's so foreign. It immediately, like, as enticing as a fun talent tree is supposed to be, all the weapon talent tree does is just provide confusion for, I would say, 90% of the players that start playing for the first time. And I am not a fan of the weapon talent tree design at all. I'm not a fan of any of the passives personally. I think some of them are fine. But I think there needs to be a pretty big redesign when it comes to the weapon talent tree specifically. Hey, just bought the game on Steam. Hey, Wicked, dude, thank you so much for the support on it, brother. Like I said, I would really just tell you, if you did buy it, to, you know, take it slow. Take it slow. Go at your own pace. Don't feel pressured to do anything. Do anything and everything that you want to do, what you want to test. And like I said, test out different classes. Don't get tied down to a certain class too much. Like, even though it's a favorite of yours in another MMO, there could be some certain things that, wait, is that a graveyard? Wait, that's like Kaltor? Interesting. I didn't even know that was a mob. Only play tank. All right. Concentrating real fast. Dang, level 50 Fupo. Jesus. Good job, man. Good job, brother. I think weapons needs to be class locked. It's wild how almost every class is a two-handed sword. That's not a problem. That to me isn't the problem, I would say. The real problem is there isn't any class like specializations. Like if rogues specialized in daggers and one-handed swords. So as a rogue, you can actually wield whatever weapon you want to wield, but certain weapons have like you cater better to certain weapon types. I don't think there's a problem doing that. Like I actually love the fact, especially coming from vanilla WoW, because when I played a fucking shaman, I'm like, why the fuck can I use a one-handed sword, but a one-handed axe is just foreign to me? What the fuck? Like, I don't get that. I really love the fact that you can use whatever fucking weapon you want in this game. I think the versatility and the variety of options at your disposal is actually really good for most players. I think it's just the problem with the tree itself, because the talent tree is really overpowered, but there's also, because two-handed weapons are also just overpowered too, in a sense. You need to bring up some of the other weapon types, like the one-handed swords, the daggers, and everything like that. Like that's my thing. But also I think there should be certain bonuses that classes have towards certain weapons or weapon types, I would say. And I've made that a post too. I've talked to the devs about it too. I'm not saying they agree or disagree, but you know, they know they need to do something more radical with the talent trees as far as the weapons go. Because yeah, you're right. I think it should still be the player's preference to pick a certain weapon. But I feel, and this is what I also feel too, anytime you look at a min-maxer, they're always going to go with what does the most damage. So it doesn't even matter really if they're all balanced in a really good state. Like if the variance was like a 1.5 to even 3% variance as far as damage goes. Like if you look at a chart and see all 16 weapon types and you see, wow, like they all look relatively balanced. People are saying, well, what's the one at the top though? Like what's the best? Like, yeah, okay, this chart looks cool, whatever, but like, what's the best one for my class, right? That's what always, like, it's gonna, no matter what you do, if two-handed sword is the best for a rogue, then guess what? You're just see rogues with two-handed swords. It doesn't matter like what things they do the challenge tree, it doesn't matter what bonuses you give them, because that's what it's gonna be. And to me, I think the way people look at two-handed swords, well, if daggers was the best thing for a rogue to do, like, isn't that kind of boring? Like, isn't that really traditional? Like, but if you do something that's super not traditional, like what if it was what if the best weapons for a rogue was a one-handed sword and shield? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was the best damage, the best thing you can do for the rogue. Like players would be like, wow, like why is this one the best? You know, because they would probably want a more traditional one or something that's cooler than a one-handed sword and shield. So again, you're when it comes to pleasing people, MMO players are the hardest gaming people in the fucking world to please. Like that's just being completely honest with you, man. I was really looking forward to going two-handed on my rogue for a meme and for fun, but it turned out that it was the meta. Yeah, right. Well, that's what happens, man. That's what happens. Let me see. Tanks in WoW Classic steal rogue daggers to tank better. Well, that's what I mean, right? Like you have. And because in vanilla WoW, you have classes that are only towards certain weapon types. And then when other classes also share those same weapon types, it's like, bro, I'm a hunter. I use bows. Why are you as a warrior trying to steal my bow? Yes, you can wield a bow too, but who the fuck is going to use it more? You know what I'm saying? And that was to me always the really dumb shit that happened in fucking vanilla, you know? So far, I like the fact that it's very sandboxy. Well, yeah. And again, there are going to be things like to make it more theme park too, but those things are just not online yet. So this game looks very theme parky and it's going to still keep those very theme parky themes. But Ashes of Creation is going to have certain things that will kind of be on rails too, like the questing system, right? The story arc system. There will be things that is just going to be like a little bit on rails. And I think rails are fine. My thing with a lot of MMOs is that it's too much on rails. Like it's too much like hand-holdy content all the time, and you can't be a free thinker in this game because we designed everything for you to be on a rail. Like everywhere's a rail, and you can't go outside or do outside the parameters of our rails. And I don't like MMOs like that. You know, there should be some free form expression content that players can do themselves. And Ashes is going to have, of course, like the crate system, the caravan system, the whole open seas, the whole like pirating, the saltwater sports fishing. Like there's plenty of systems that I think are going to be in Ashes, like the bounty hunter system, that are going to be very theme parky. And I'm very curious, like how once we actually get the more theme park stuff, how that's going to naturally blend with all of the sand park stuff at the same time. Remember when they brought out Gladiator stance, Warrior DPS with the shield? Oh yeah, I do. That was fun as fuck. I still to this day don't know why they don't bring that back. Like if they're bringing forth specs, or if they're, because honestly, in World of Warcraft, like I've been a Warcraft guy for a long time. I've always said this: fuck a new class, give certain existing classes a fourth spec. That would bring way more fucking hype to the player base than saying like now we're creating a tinkerer. Who fucking gives a shit about a tinkerer? Imagine having an actual like shadow hunter, you know, as a hunter, right? Or a shadow ranger or whatever, right? As a fourth spec, or having gladiator stance as a fourth spec, or having let me see what else, like an actual like buccaneer class for the rogue, right? Like as a spec. Like I don't know, like to me that would actually be way less, you know what I mean? But then creating a whole other fucking class. Let me see, give some of our hunters TF for love. We will did back when there was a we. Okay. This is serious, no fun in MMOs, Fupo, none freeze. You see a thief pistols rogue like Guild Wars 2. Yeah, swashbuckler. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I think that would be really cool, but I don't know what they're gonna do. Honestly, like I really stopped paying attention to WoW. The only reason why I pay attention to WoW is because of my buddy Roar, because Roar still, like, he loves WoW. Like I'm trying to get off the train in WoW, and he's literally trying to force me to stay on. I don't. I used to care a lot for World of Warcraft. I played the game for almost 20 years. Like I played it since 2005. And I don't care. Like I've done it for so long. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not because like, you know, I see we're going to do classic soon for the BC. I don't know. I think some of our friends are. I'm not. I mean, like I said, I've done all that. You know, and that's the thing too. It's like, that's why I want Ashes so bad. Like I want to like see more in Ashes, because I don't know Ashes. I fucking know WoW. Like WoW to me is like, I've done the homework. I've done the game. Like I've fucking done it all. Like it's just, it's not new. It's just the same rehashed experience. And I want a new experience. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, as much as it's fun to go to like, you know, cause I live in, you know, San Antonio in Texas. It's like Fiesta, Texas, or SeaWorld, or Disneyland. If you've been at Disneyland 20 fucking times and there's literally no new attraction or nothing new that ever happened in Disneyland, every time you went, it was the exact fucking same. Would you be excited to go every year? Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, yeah, like again, I went for fucking 17 years, but it's like, I'm getting kind of burnt out. You know, like I need to go somewhere else. Like take me to fucking Orlando Studios. Take me, like, let's go. I still want to go to a theme park. I just don't want to fucking go to Disneyland anymore. You know, I want to go somewhere else is like my thing. Let me see. My wife is still running our WoW guild for TBC. And oh, really? Nice, man. Yeah, I did that. Slammed into the ground. Not sure what to do. What do you have to go on the It's a Small World every time? Oh my god. You know, with World of Warcraft and how like repetitive its seasonal content is, like doing your dungeon mythic plus grind and then doing the raid once a week, like and then you do the segments of the storyline until like it's like time gated until you can't do it anymore Gotta wait till the next patch. And that's basically your cycle until the next expansion, really. Like, I just, like, it just gets me sick thinking about it, man. Like, it's like, I've done it, dude. Like, I've done it. It's like, yes, cool. Like, new raid, a new dungeon, cool. Like, but it's still the same carousel. It's just a different paint job. It's a different room, but it's still a carousel, you know? Like, I don't want to ride the fucking carousel anymore, man. Like, I'm just, ugh. Like, I don't know. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I hated raiding in WoW. So boring. I mean, dude, I love raiding. I do. I just want to raid somewhere else. I want a different raiding experience. And, you know, world bosses and Ashes, I'm not saying that it's going to be like WoW or better than WoW, but it's definitely going to be a different experience than WoW. And that's what I want. Like, I want something different. And Ashes, comparing to World of Warcraft, is very fucking different in a lot of fucking ways. So this is why I think Ashes to me is just such a good, like, just a good MMO for me, because it's like Ashes sort of detoxes me from the WoW experience, because it's so far removed different. Like, if I go to Guild Wars 2, like, Guild Wars 2 is, I think, very kind of similar to WoW. Like, some ways it's very different. Many ways it's pretty much the same. Final Fantasy 14, it's the same thing. You know, it's the same seasonal cycle. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the MMOs are still the same seasonal cycle. Oh my God. And there's our healer, Wagsy. Vlad just doesn't like me, that's all. And most importantly, yes, Wagsy, bro, I can't deal with you again, dude. Not again. Not anymore. No. No, I mean, I just need something different, brother. Guild Wars 1 was way better than Guild Wars 2. I never played Guild Wars 1. I only played Guild Wars 2 up to like level 35, and I was done. Like, I was like, I can't do this. Like, I didn't like Guild Wars 2. I mean, hot take here, I don't like the leveling in Guild Wars 2. I don't. I think the leveling in Guild Wars 2 is kind of trash. I didn't like it. Like, to me, all the questing was a bunch of fill up the bar quests. And that's like the number one quest that I hated. Like, just fill up the bar to 100% and then move on. Fill up the bar to 100% and move on. I don't know. Just, I did not care for that at all. I believe, what was I playing? I don't even know what class. I was like a warrior kind of class in Guild Wars 2. But yeah. Let me see, they're changing it up for midnight. We have multiple raids to do on launch, supposedly. Wow. So instead of doing one raid with 9 bosses, you're doing what, 3 raids with 2 bosses, 1 boss, and 6 bosses? Like, it's, wow, so revolutionary, dude. Like, you know, because I mean, before you didn't do 1 raid and you had an option to do whatever first 3 or 4 bosses you wanted to do. You know, it's to me, it's like you didn't need to make it like literally a whole other like raid. But, you know, and it's the thing too, it's like with raiding, like people have been saying to make it like Final Fantasy 14, where you don't have to like run from the entrance all the way to the beginning when you're like killing a boss. Like in Final Fantasy, you just spawn right at the boss. Like you die, everybody spawns right at the boss. Like, are they changing that at midnight? Are you actually spawning at the boss for raiding, or are you still gonna have to run your happy ass to the boss when people fucking die? Because again, super fucking easy fix they can do, but I guess I'm going to tell you this, they probably aren't doing that. And it's just like, and again, a lot of WoW players are just like, who fucking cares, man? Just fucking run to the boss. Why are you getting lazy? It's like, it's not a factor of it's being lazy. It's the fact that they just don't want to do something that the players are asking for, and it's fucking simple. Like, what is the enjoyment of dying and then running back to the boss? Like, what is the, oh my God, I mean, dying sucks, right? But then having to fucking run back to the boss, like when you know the developers can literally just spawn you there, like, it's just annoying. It's just so annoying. They are hesitant to remove it because it's a punishment for wiping. It's still annoying though. But it's not it's the punishment is dying. The boss goes back to 100%. The run back to me is just an insult at that point. Like, who fucking cares? Like, it's not like the boss is gonna respawn at the same percentage health that y'all died at. Like, come on, dude. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's still certain things that the devs are listening in, and there's other things that they're still so tone deaf to, man. Like, and even with class design too. Like, seriously, like, I play a warlock. Warlocks are usually traditionally like pretty damn good, but they always have a hard time listening to like class design, which infuriates the fuck out of me. And I can't get invested into the warlock again and then have them fuck up my spec. I just don't want to do it again. Hard to change their ways after it's been 20 years. Yeah, no, for sure. for sure. There shouldn't be a punishment for losing, not even world first one-shot shit regularly. Yeah, no, for sure. Let me see. Just hit year one button, rating made easy. Well, I mean, yeah, with the whole like one button push thing that they're doing, I mean, that's wild. And some people do it, you know, and again, like, I don't know. I just feel like with WoW, and I said this to Roar before, I feel like because I've been there so long, it feels like I feel like Billy Madison a little bit. Like, I feel like an adult about a bunch of around a bunch of Zoomers. Like, I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just feels weird. Like, it feels weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I should have moved on by now. Like, it just feels like that weird, creepy guy that still hangs around with high schoolers. You know what I mean? And I'm like well past my college years, you know, like it just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I'm slowly losing my trust in Intrepid. Well, I would say if you're slowly losing your trust in Intrepid, then just kind of dip out for a bit, you know, like drop the game, you know, come back in a couple of months and see what's changed or what's happened. You know what I mean? Like, and just see like if that improves or doesn't improve for you. You know what I'm saying? Esteban, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. The ones left playing or the ones who haven't moved on. No, for sure. I mean, but there's still people like that enjoy WoW. You know what I mean? Like and again, I told Roar, I wish Roar could have met me in like 2018. Cause I was in a shitty guild. I wish I was in a better situation. And if I was raiding with Roar in 2018, he would have saw a different Vlad in WoW. He would have saw a very enthusiastic, loved WoW. Like, you know, well, 2018, what was that? I think that was at the tail end of BFA. So maybe not. I was a lot of times that I was really upset in BFA, but I still played the shit out of it. It was in Shadowlands that really kind of set me over the edge, really. I think sent a lot of people over the edge. Let me see. Vladis, I started playing my first MMO at 38 years old. Really? How old was I? I was fresh out of high school. I graduated in 2005. So I was 18 when I played, Final Fantasy. And then a couple of months later, I played WoW. So I only played Final Fantasy 11 for about 3 months. And then I played World of Warcraft after that. So, yeah. I'm playing right now. I enjoy it, but I get why people don't. I also didn't spend my whole life playing it though. So it's still fun to me. Yeah, man. And like I said, like time is a bitch, dude. Like, I mean, it does numbers on you, man, because like, and that's how I know, like I wanted to play like a different game, but it's like when you've done something for so long and it becomes so mundane and predictable, like there's no new coat of paint that they can do. And this is why I don't even think a WoW 2 would work for me either. Like people are saying like, oh man, Blizzard needs to fucking just make a WoW 2. If it's done by the same developers, it's going to be the same fucking game. Yeah, it's going to be new graphically, potentially a new art style or whatever, but it's still going to be the same seasonal fucking 8 dungeons, 1 raid a week with a little bit of story, time gated. It's going to be the same shit. Like, I don't think they would do anything that's too far, like, out of the ordinary for WoW, like Ashes is doing, right? Like, that's the thing. You see all good things come to an end, but some people stay long behind they should. Well, yeah, and I feel like, you know, like I said, I play MMOs because it's very much a social thing for me. And when I played with Wagsy and Roar, like, you know, we had a great time. Like, I loved raiding with them. You know what I mean? It was, that to me, like, was a really good guild raiding experience that I had, because I've never really been too much of a guild hopper. I was in my first WoW guild for 8 years, and then I was in the second guild for about 12 years. Yeah, this is about 20. So yeah, I was stayed in my first guild for a long time. Um, and longer than I should have, to be honest. I should have quit a long time ago, but I'm every time I get attached to a guild, um, the longer I'm in it, the more I feel like that sunk cost fallacy, and just like I don't want to rebuild my reputation somewhere else, you know. But then some shit happens and I don't give a fuck, and then I just like, I need a new guild. I need to get away from these people. Um, and you know, I just wish I would have done that sooner, you know. I feel like hell, I even did it again in Ashes. You know what I mean? Like, I probably stayed in Axiom for a little too long than I probably should have. And this is no hate towards Axiom at all, but I just wish that I would have followed my heart, my instinct, and just realized that I wasn't in the right spot. You know, like, that's my thing. I'm looking forward to this in the League MMO. I'm looking forward to see what the League MMO is going to do, but I hope it does. I hope it goes outside of the formula that most MMOs stay in. Really, you think this is a? You think that's a bot? You think this is a? What do you think the likelihood of this person actually being a person? What are the biggest issues you've noticed so far? The biggest issues regarding what? Regarding like Ashes of Creation, or regarding World of Warcraft, or I just want to make sure that I'm. Ooh. I would say the biggest issues in Ashes right now is the lack of content. Lack of content is probably one of the biggest issues, because as far as the game feels from phase one, it still feels the same. Sorry. Because there's no new content. There's nothing, like, you're still doing the same grind. You're still doing the same exact methods you're doing from phase one to level that you're doing in phase two. There was things they did add, right? They added more land masses. They added more, like a better questing experience. But there still needs to be more like different loops that people can do that just aren't online yet. And, well, I'm just going to go up to this dude and be like, are you real? That's a weird. You see like how he only got those and then started booking it? Why is he not getting on his mount? Do you think this is a bot? Dude, this seems like a bot. I want to kill this dude. I just want to be able to grab their shit. Hold on. Yeah, this dude's moving fucking bizarrely. I didn't go corrupted? Wow, just had nothing. I didn't even go corrupted. Kill more people for testing. I just, the way he was moving, it just didn't seem natural. Like, how are you going to go and get those snowdrops when there was more there to be had and just book it without mounting? It just was odd. I was hoping he would have something nice on him, but you might be immune, the chosen one. I knew there was one among us. Yes, yes. It was me. Yeah, that was weird. Super weird. What was his name? I should report this dude. Should I have like a bug report? Potential bot player. Yeah, it was some fucking weird ass name. Hold on. Let me get off the mount. It'll tell me. It'll pop up his name. T J G G J J. Vlad, what did you do? Oh, Esteban, what's going on, brother? I don't know. I'm just killing bots, you know. Let's see. I don't think this will be really a bug report. Any idea what gathering food is going for? I have no idea, Basin. No idea. You're not going to file a burr because you didn't go corrupt. Yeah, I should probably do that. Let me see. Didn't go corrupt when killing a non-combatant. Let's see. Where would that be? Combat? Corruption. Killed a white non-combatant player while in combatant status and didn't go corrupt. Please don't fix, or I am the chosen one. Amen. All right. Let me see. Their summon may have hit you and triggered his PvP if his settings aren't set right. Ah, okay. Okay. Vlad is the uncorruptible. Bro, if I could have that as a title, I would rock that shit. Let me fucking tell you. I would rock that shit. Let me see. Rosie. You think this is a real person? Are you real? Uh-oh. Do we got us another one? This looks like another one. Oh my god. Not mounting, stutter stepping. Ah, look at that. Kill more. To me, I just find it interesting that this person's just look at, like, again, very irregular patterns. Stutter step, stops. Look, another one. It's the same guy. It's the same people. Oh my God. Oh, look. Oh, they're fighting back. It's coming down. Oh. Man, look at us. Look at us, Esteban. We're freaking... We are the hunters. Oh, man. Oh. Why you know leave the bots alone? Oh, wait. Is this person... Oh, PvP opt-in protection. This is a level 8. It's stopped now. Oh shit, who the hell's that dude? From Lokdar? You broke the algo? Well, that's stupid. I didn't even know level 25 would just be out here like that. But now this bot is stopped. It's moving. The bots slash RMT is the only thing that makes me quit Ashes. It's just crazy to me that it's just... I'm so sorry, Esteban, that freaking level 25 came out of nowhere and just nuked you. Interesting. Just constantly getting those freaking herbs, man. Man, I feel like if I was like a level 25, like I'd be freaking not even caring. I'd wear like shitty radiant gear and just go corrupt and kill bots. I think that'd be such good content, to be honest with you. Oh, but that means I would have to freaking grind to level 25. Uh-oh. The bots are back. The bots are back. Oh, it's going... Oh, it's like that person's following. Is that man defending his bot, waiting to waiting for you to attack it? Potentially. I don't know. That was just very interesting that happened. Very, very interesting. Like I said, there is a bot problem. And I think, again, you know, Intrepid needs to figure out like how they're going to attack this thing in the most simplistic way possible. Especially when it comes to players that are like trying to combat this like while playing the game. Because I just think, you know, if you're we need live GMs, 100%, dude. Like I actually agree with you. Like I think even if they were to hire, or not even hire, but honestly, like there's people like in the community that will literally do it for free, and them just sign an NDA. There's people in the community that actually have been GMs before in other MMOs. Like, I don't understand why we're not trying to utilize this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because they want certain things to, like maybe they want some kind of special training, or maybe it's because they're afraid that these people could, tell like maybe some secrets, or like, you know, spill like some of the GM commands, or like maybe do more harm than good. Like I personally don't know. Right. I think it's of course going to be a vetting system for sure, but I don't know. Me, I'd hunt bots forever. I hate them. Well, I mean, I just think that there's eventually you are going to have to hire people, right? Eventually you are going to have to get live GMs, because that's what Steven said. Right. And I really, if there's one thing I don't want him to go back on, it's that. I really, really, really want live GMs for Ashes of Creation, because there's so much benefit from having live GMs compared to not having them. And I really, really just want there to be actual policing, because when I was playing like Burning Crusade back in the day in 2006, dude, live GMs were so goated, at least in Altar of Storms where I was, to like within minutes come into a scene and just like ban someone, or like take care of it right then and there. So fucking cool. And because they showed up on trade chat, because people saw them in the main city, like it also brought that kind of fear. Like, I don't want to fucking do shit because there's fucking people, like there's eyes everywhere kind of thing. Right. In many ways it was still kind of the Wild West, but when fucking, you know, Doc Holliday comes to your fucking town, you know, you're going to be on your best fucking behavior, and you're going to think otherwise if you should do some shady shit. Because the Doc could be on your ass, you know? And that's was the awesome thing about having live GMs, man. It made the fear real. And now there is no fear. There is nothing. There's literally nothing. So I don't know. I really hope they stick with their word on the live GM thing, because I really think they need that still. But I'm probably gonna go ahead and dip out. I've been streaming for like 2.5 hours. I didn't even realize I was streaming for 2.5 hours. Stream passed the fuck by for me, like so much. Let me see. Tomorrow's Friday. I hope, you know, if Steven is going to release the ban list, then I would probably say that Friday would be more than likely the day that we'll get that ban list. If not, maybe the weekend. We'll see. But I will be streaming probably my usual time, 7:30 or 8 tomorrow. Probably after the kids go to sleep again, because I think that'll just work out better for everybody. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out with me. It was awesome. Per usual, of course. Thank you to everybody who followed, who subscribed to the channel. And again, if you want to follow me, I stream Ashes of Creation, or I try to stream Ashes of Creation every day. I did not these past 2 days. I apologize, but that's my goal, is to try to stream Ashes of Creation every single day. So if you want to follow me, hit that heart button on Twitch, or hit that subscribe button on YouTube or YouTube Shorts. And yeah, thank you all so much. Let me go ahead and see. Is Roar streaming right now? Is he still streaming? Yes, he is. Okay, I will stream over to my buddy Roar, and you can hang out with him and tell him that Wagsy sent you. Or you can say I sent you. It's fine. But thank you guys so much. You have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Friday. Take care, guys.